Do you find yourself having a snack every evening after dinner, or maybe even getting up in the night and feeling like you need a snack? I am Angela and I am a cravings crushing coach. I help my clients get at their ideal weight and get in their ideal health by crushing their cravings and some other things. And those other things we're going to talk about today, the things that we need to do, the 4 things you must do to crush your nighttime cravings, to stop night snacking. So the first thing that we really need to do is to remove refined carbs out of our diets, out of our way of eating. Diet is just a really easier way of saying way of eating. Okay. So refined carbohydrates are basically anything made with any kind of flour. So that would be bread and pasta and pizza and all the things, right? All of the crackers and pretzels and cereals, all the things that are made with refined carbohydrates. And I also want you to note that cauliflower is a carbohydrate. So if you eat cauliflower pizza, for example, that would be a refined carbohydrate because that's not cauliflower. Okay, if you are able to somehow take cauliflower and just grind it up and make it into a crust, that's one thing, but they're the ones that you buy on the shelf, that's made out of actual cauliflower flour. So it's been processed and refined into this very fine powder, and you know it when you eat it. It tastes like it's made out of flour. So that is different than the... So let's not get off on a tangent about cauliflower crust. The point is anything that is made with flour, all right? So not necessarily just sugar, but yes, absolutely, let's not leave out sugar. So whenever I say removing refined carbohydrates, let's just all agree that anything that has sugar in it of any kind, agave nectar, which is actually really a bad sugar. It is the same as high fructose corn syrup, maybe even worse, very damaging to the body. Honey, any kind of table sugar, brown sugar, so sugar. It is going to affect your insulin level, all of those things, including the refined carbohydrates of like bread, whole wheat bread, grape nuts, all of them, even when they seem super healthy, shredded wheat, all of those things are made of a flour that is broken down really quickly and spikes our blood sugar. And that creates an issue with insulin. And insulin is one of our hunger hormones. It makes us have hunger and cravings. So that is number 1. All right. Number 2 is to get enough sleep. Make sure you're getting plenty of sleep. So maybe you're having trouble with sleep and that's why you're having a snack. I just want you to know that sometimes you're going to have to struggle a little bit to, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit, about the going through some discomfort. But if we don't get a handle on sleep, our hunger hormones are never going to get in the place where we know when we're actually hungry and need to eat. Our hunger hormones actually tell us when we are satisfied and we don't need to eat anymore. And then there's another hunger hormone that lets us know that it's time to eat again. So those are ghrelin and leptin, and those hormones will work for you whenever you take good care of your body and you're getting good sleep and you're eating a nice, balanced, healthy diet that isn't full of a bunch of junk. All right, so help yourself out by making sure that you're getting a good night of sleep. So we'll talk in other videos about getting good sleep and how to do that, and I'll be sure to link these videos together. But for now, just do what you know you need to do to get some sleep. And we'll talk about that later. Number 3 is make sure you're having a good, satisfying meal. Okay, so usually when we are snacking in the evening, let's be honest, we're not really hungry. But in case you are hungry because you're dieting, the real D word, and you're restricting calories and you're doing all the things that don't work, by the way, to try to lose weight, they do backfire. And one of the ways they backfire is you are left so hungry by the end of the day. If you're restricting calories too much and you're not satisfied, you're going to indulge. You're going to go on a rampage because you're so hungry. So don't allow that to happen. Make sure you eat a good, healthy meal at the end of the day, not too late, preferably, so that your food is all nicely digested by the time you go to bed. But make sure that you have healthy fats, healthy protein, and whole types of carbohydrates like vegetables. And, other kind of carbohydrates are fine. I don't want to get a whole lot into that, but if you eat a mostly carb-heavy meal, like a big plate of pasta, for example, that just with some sauce on it, maybe a couple of meatballs, that's not going to be satisfying. You're going to be left feeling hungry in just a few hours. So that we want to make sure that we have a good, healthy amount of, and I'm not big on, we're not going to worry about counting calories, counting carbs, and counting fats. Just be reasonable. Make sure that your plate has a good amount, ratio, kind of equal ratio of fats and proteins and carbs. And there you go. So then number 4, our fourth thing we must do, if you're already doing some of them, you may not need to make any changes, but we must do these things to really get a handle on our night snacking. And number 4 is sit in the discomfort of the desire. So for a while, you might just want something. And when we resist it and we desire it so much and we are telling ourselves, I can't have it, all our brain really is thinking of is the thing that you're saying you can't have, because you're probably visualizing the thing that you can't have. You're probably imagining the thing you cannot or want to not have, the thing you're resisting. You're visualizing it, you're imagining it. And that's all your brain is really hearing is, whatever the food is. Okay, I don't want to provoke any cravings by mentioning a thing. So just instead of thinking all those thoughts, just sit in the discomfort, recognize, okay, I want that food. Let's say asparagus. Because I don't mind, I think it'd be great if you had a craving for asparagus. Got to run out and buy some asparagus. So I really want asparagus. So you just sit with that and you say, you know what? I do want asparagus, and that's okay. Today I'm not having the asparagus. I know I want it, but I'm not having it today. It's not what I'm planning on doing. This is what I want to stop doing in the evenings. And just breathe into it. Just feel it. Just feel how yucky it feels. Feel how much you just want to just get up and get the thing, right? It's an impulsive kind of a feeling. And just let yourself feel it, and it will ride itself out. It will just go away. As long as we're not and entertaining it. So there you have the 4 things that you must do to stop nighttime snacking. So remove refined carbohydrates and sugars. Eat a balanced meal. Make sure you have a satisfying, healthy meal at the end of the day. Get good sleep. Make sure you're sleeping at night. That is so vitally important if you want to get a handle on your weight and on your health and just on your cravings. And number 4, feel the discomfort. Know that there will be some discomfort, and in just allowing that craving and just sit with it, feel it, and get on with it. All right. So if you have cravings, if cravings is just a thing that you are really trying to get better about, you want to eat healthy consistently, eat healthy, but also enjoy foods that you like when you choose to have them. So there's nothing to say that you can't lose weight and also eat foods that you enjoy. I mean, you just have to know when to eat them, and also, just be able to say no sometimes. And so I have an end mindless emotional eating system that I've put together, and you can go to my website. It's angelamager.com/gift. And you can go there to download that system and get a handle on those cravings. Until next time, bye for now.